What is up, guys? As promised, here is my Madden 25 physical grade franchise. I dropped a teaser yesterday afternoon around 5:30 just so you would have an idea of the player schemes and the players currently on the roster. But here we go. Let's jump into the opening week. I'm so used to doing a athletic build for all my teams that having a dominating or physical presence build that I've done this time around, it's a little bit different. I'm not really used to it, and I'm also kind of worried that we're underperforming, especially in the running game for some strange reason. Of course, you're seeing the highlights and you're assuming that I'm doing well even by looking at those stats. Defensively, we were struggling to stop the run despite having physical, dominating defensive linemen and linebackers. I don't really know what the reason was for that. I mean, I have Cameron Hayward at one defensive end, Justin Smith at another. I have decent defensive tackles. One of them is like a 60 overall and the other one's like an 81. I don't know. We're not getting off blocks. It's only all pro, so you would assume that it would be a little bit easier to stop the run. I don't know. I guess I'm used to using the athletic builds and then going physical grade off of that, like the prototype linebackers and stuff like that. So when you combine the slow speed and the ability to not stop the run, unfortunately in my case, it's kind of difficult and frustrating. I do get a pick with Elmer Dumerville right there. I don't really know. Their quarterback was Mike Glennon. You can say what you want about him. His overall is pretty low. His awareness is low. I mean, I got a linebacker playing curl a flat over here. Who's that? I don't. Is that Randy Moss? What in the world? Okay. Anyway, easy interception from my outside linebacker. I don't know. I'm definitely going to keep the franchise. I'm trying to think about what I'm going to do in the offseason whenever I'm trying to sign new talent with new physical grades and stuff. That one will be a little bit easier because you can see physical grade right there on the player card. But I did have the idea to possibly, draft my draft class. And then once the new season starts, I'll get a whole new set of draft picks. And then maybe go to all NFL sort and try to upgrade each position by making a few trades. Obviously, I'll only get to draft 1 year, and then if I do that every single year, I'll just eventually not have any draft picks. Right here, ugly interception. I mean, Vincent Jackson was on a streak. He was wide open. I don't know how I underthrew it or what I did right there. I should have just... It was obviously a lob, but I didn't... Again, the pass trajectory was not the best. I can't really affect that. That's just how the game is programmed. If he would have threw it out there for him to go get it, he might still be running as I'm talking. But here we go with the interception, so that's kind of where we're at.
3rd down and 8. The Lions get a first down.
I'm not really sure who number 50 is, but he allowed a pretty good completion. We ended up holding him here, and they just got a field goal on that drive. So what was 73 doing? He was literally running the wrong way. I don't even know. Someone explain that to me. Right here is supposed to be cover 2 from a 46 with your cornerbacks playing deep, and I told him to shade inside because of the giant hole in the middle, and it didn't actually work. Right here, nice little strip sack by Justin Smith, recovered by my defensive tackle on the play. I was pretty excited because I was tired of Danny Woodhead just looking like Barry Sanders, and they just kept getting these easy completions and just moving the chains. I would try blitzing, I would try man-to-man, I would try some zone, a little bit of combo coverage. But again, goes Danny Woodhead. I'm thinking about possibly playing the next game on slow 0 just so you guys can see it and have like a little visual representation. I know a lot of you guys that are diehard Madden 25 fans already know what slow 0 looks like versus very slow 100, which is what this is. I know the gameplay is a little slow. I just prefer the animation smoothness, and that's something I've always said.
1st and 10. Smith taking the handoff.
Nothing much right here, just nice little run to the left side with Michael Smith, my halfback. I think his physical grade is 87, which is not that bad, but also too, I think we could do a lot better. You're not going to believe this, but I originally had Beanie Wells as my halfback because I let the computer draft this. Right here, blown coverage. I let the computer draft my team just to make it interesting, and I drafted Beanie Wells, which was not a bad pick. But for some strange reason, when it was under the power back archetype, he didn't have that high of a physical grade. It was like maybe 80. I'm not really sure why. I mean, he had like 80 strength, 88 speed. You would think he would make the grade, so to speak, but he didn't. So I ended up having to sign a couple of free agents that didn't get drafted, and that's how we ended up with Michael Smith at halfback. I must have missed the memo where Mike Glennon had the clutch trait enabled over here, just dotting him up on the sideline, and I have no idea where my middle linebacker was. I was not using him. He was gone, but luckily we hold them, get a nice little kneel down to end the game. Justin Smith, player of the game. Like I said, yeah, I probably need to work on trading for some players and upgrading a little bit. I've said that pretty much about every franchise that I've started on the channel. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you guys tomorrow with some Madden 21. God bless you. Jesus loves you. Otis the Great, out.